Hi, everybody. How is everyone doing out there today? So, today I am going to be showing you quickly how to customize your GHL to get it to look like this. So, this is the login screen, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull up my authenticator so I have that ready to get into my GoHigh Level. I think I'll just send it to my phone. All right. So this is my login screen. So what I did was I customized the picture and I also coded this picture to reflect what I wanted it to do inside of the Go High Level. So we're gonna go ahead, log in, real basic. You're gonna get that code for set. All right. And then we're going to log into our system. Now, this is my main agency portal. This is where I operate from myself. So, this is not any sub accounts. This is particularly what I do myself. All right. So, I have a code that I have already been working on, and I'm going to take the basic code and show you what codes look like. So as you can see that login screen, this is the function that controls the login screen, just the login screen. Each section of a code, I wanted it to say login, welcome message. Here's my welcome message, what I wanted it to say. So you would put that in there. The fronts that I want, that's in there as well. The size of the fronts, which I think I'm going to bring those down once we get in on there. So to get to that, you're gonna log into your agency. Let's take it to the main thing. And as you can see, this is my main when you first log into Go High Level, right? Now I'm in the screen. I'm gonna go to settings. From settings, I'm gonna go to the company tab. The company tab, which I know that they are there. I'm going to change this. I'm just not going to do that now. So, but if this was for a customer, the customer would be able to see this and would be able to see all the other tabs and the details, the smaller fronts. So, but that's going to be changed later on. But I just wanted to show you all really quick what a code looks like, where you're going to go to, how you're going to come up with your concept. We'll do that in another video. So you're going to go to white label because you're only customizing your main agency dashboard. You're not going to touch any sub accounts. You're not going to touch any other sub accounts that you give to your clients. So in this, you can see it starts out with my beginning. These are my main colors throughout the agency. These are the pictures that I wanted to display, which was my login picture, and I wanted this to be my workspace background. This is called a workspace background. This is a sidebar. This is a top bar. So right now we have that in there, and I want to go to section 5 because that is the body and it's also on the sidebar. So I'm going to go to section 5. See, number 2 controls this workspace right here. So if in the workspace, I wanted to take these and put a light color on it, which I don't, um, I would go in and do that to change this area right here in the color. I mean, uh, don't want to mess with the colors. Colors, no. Because you want to be able to see your workspace area. So 3 is this glass look that's going to be over here. When I hit save, it may do it, it may not. Sometimes you have to, make sure you got everything aligned the correct way. So the little sparkles that you see that are right here, the little sparkles, this is what that effect does. So if I wanted to hype that up, let's see, let's go 95 to give it more, just in case. So our background is there, everything is good, we got that. We don't want to change anything. You want to slightly change what you have in your code. Actual sidebar contents is the stars. So you're going to see that that's going to change here shortly once I get down to what I'm doing. So large agency sidebar logos. So I wanted it to be a nice width. I wanted it to be, you know, easy on the eye. So the sidebar menu. So now we're at the sidebar menu. We have Playfair. We have the size. This is the front size. It is at 19. The color is the cyan, which is here, that fades into the purple and the pink because I wanted to gradually change in colors. Um, the transition is about 18 sets and the background color. So every 18 seconds is supposed to transition some type of way. Now to the sidebar icons. That's the little things that looks like emojis in front of your menu tabs right here. So I don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch the Hoover. I don't want to touch any of that. I want it to stay there. Now the active sidebar menu, that is what I want. I know that I'm getting closer. Everything is what I'm looking for is the actual around about here. So I have it the color, which is 2520147, is the hot pink. That is the fronts. The front size, I want it italicized. I need to move this up just a little bit. And I want to make sure that everything is there right. Background transparency is there. This is my glass look, 90 degrees. So right now, let's just play around with it and see what 100 will actually give us. Um, top bar. This top bar, I need it to go back to being transparent, but I'm going to have to find because it's conflicting with something else. So as you can see, this is the end of my code to see if it's going to reflect what I actually want. This is trial and error. We don't know what we're going to get, but let's hit save. If it changes something, it changes. If it doesn't, we'll go back and fix it real easy. All right. So slightly, it just gave me a little nudge in the deepness of the stars, just brighten up a little bit more. So I'm going to hit go back. I'm going to refresh. And now I see my italicized Playfair sidebar. So now I think I want to change this sidebar and because I don't want to leave this gray here, so to say. So we're at about 9 minutes on this one. I don't want to go too far. Um, so I'm gonna go back in. Um, and then later on, I will show you how to come up with these, how to talk to Claude, how to talk to Chat GPT, and also how to set up your Chat GPT so it'll know who you are and what you actually want. how to train your AI bot to do exactly what you wanted to do. So I'm just going to go to that. And that's something that I'll show you a little later. Okay. So now we're going to come to line 433 because this is section 5. And I want to take it and I want to copy the whole section 5. Sidebar Hoover. We want to copy all the way till we get to 6. But we don't want to copy 6. So we're going to take that. We're going to put it here in our chat GPT. And we're going to see how it's going to give us back what we want. So right now I'm just talking to Chat GPT, asking it to analyze that whole section for me so I can see where I need to make changes. And it is doing this thing. I'm going to come back to 5. And the best thing to do when you're coding is do it section by section so you'll know and not go in and cover up something else. So I'm just going to put this right here. Oh, I went too far. I went into 6, didn't I? Yep, I went into 6. Oh, dang. Let me go back up. So we're going to take this whole section 5 out. Go 5, right above here. And we're going to copy our new code. And we're going to hit save. See, it turned my top back glass. It italicized my sides. It looks nice. I like that. And I think that's where we're going to stop for today. So if you want to go step by step and learn this for yourself, I am more than welcome to show you. You can go on or set up a consultation with me to do so. And I will be providing you with the link. Any custom work consultation, you get an hour with me to talk about what you want. We can go over designs, we can go over different elements, what you want, what you don't want. And then after that, if you decide that that's something you want to move forward with, then I will send you a invoice for the package that you decide. If you want me to do the custom work, it starts at $3.99, and that is just the basic CSS what I just did. If you want me to customize your whole GHL, Sweet Dash, Growth Hub, any type of CRM, I can customize it. That starts that when I say customize, I mean adding your sub accounts, setting up your affiliate portal, doing actually let's make sure that I knew that was going to happen, but that's okay. I know how to get around that. We'll fix that later. So, and your funnels. I build funnels, websites. I do client portals. I do chat widgets. I do pretty much everything in here. That starts at $6.99. If you want me to automate your whole full system, it is $6.99. Any additional changes after that, once I give you your final product, there will be additional add-ons. All right. So I look forward to assisting anyone out there, small business, woman business, man business, anybody business. I am more than happy to assist you with setting that up. Um, and we'll go from there. You guys take care. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.